It was the funniest thing I've ever read in my life. Yeah, he tried to jazz up jollof rice, and nobody was having it.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
I mean,
we like you. Stay in your lane.
We love you, but stay there. Okay. There is nice. It's good. Good. Nice.
Today, we are joined by my very good friend, Zamar-Eden, who is a bass player, a songwriter, a producer, and a performer, whose style is taken from neo-soul, jazz, Afro Fusion. She plays with her band Xambi and has also been playing with Tomorrow's Warriors and is currently working on a collection of EPs. There'll be 2 EPs, I believe, that are coming out. And we're going to talk to her today about her life, her influences, and the future music. Yeah. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks. How are you doing?
Very good. Thank you for coming through.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's really nice. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned it. So you are Sierra Leonean and Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. So tell me about life and family life and growing up and your journey into music.
Okay. So grew up in a church, as it happens. Mm-hmm. And my dad was a pastor, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so my parents met here. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, I've been doing a lot of singing in the church. My dad used to make me and my sisters like lead praise and worship sometimes. Yeah. So my sister there'd be like no bass. It would just be like piano. My sister would play the piano, and my other sister would play the drums. Okay, cool. And then I'd be singing, and so that's what was happening on Sunday. Yeah, exactly, pretty much. Very cool. And my grandma was a pastor as well, actually. So we used to. My aunt and my dad and my other aunt used to kind of like support our grandma's church, and then they kind of broke off into their own things as well. Yeah. And yeah, so
music was always there.
Music was always around. Yeah. Music was always around. And my mum actually used to sing in the church as well. Mm-hmm. And then she stopped, but my mum's actually got quite a good voice. So yeah, I've always been around music.
Yeah,
for sure.
Fantastic. Now, I know you from a studio session that we did, and I was very, very privileged to be involved in a very small way, just helping you with something. And I love your sound. It's a combination of neo-soul, Afro Fusion, and jazz. I know you've been doing some work with Tomorrow's Warriors, and now you're sort of moved into a mentorship role with some people there. Mm-hmm. So talk to me about your foray into live music and when you started playing, and yeah.
So I'm gonna say I got my bass officially during lockdown, so that would be like 2020. Yeah. But I was kind of just noodling around. But I officially started properly like playing and wanting to like really play like 2021. Fantastic. Was when I knew I wanted to take it seriously. Yeah. So I was going to a lot of jams and stuff, jams around. Yeah. It was popping, and I would just be watching like the bands play, and I would be so inspired and thinking,
I want to get up there.
I wanted to express myself. I wanted to feel the way that I know they must have been feeling. Yeah. Just have that freedom of expression, which I'm still working towards. And so. I really started to take the bass seriously. I was practicing all that stuff, but I was like kind of producing more around then than playing. But I would like use like my productions to like help me practice, and I think I just really started with enjoying the instrument and like getting to know it and getting to just getting to know all the pockets and where I fit in. Mm-hmm. What my sound was, and that's how I like kind of got into the live music. I think my first gig was with my friend Sam. My first official gig, I think, actually. Mm-hmm. And I just remember I don't know why she got me to play with her again, or she came to SAE where I studied, and I think I must have told her I played bass.
She was like, right.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I mean, I wasn't even that great back then.
Yeah.
Like,
I've said you're a bass player. You're a very good bass player. You're very humble as well, because I remember, and you've now branched to double bass as well, haven't you?
Yeah. As of 2 years ago.
Very
but
cool.
this first gig, I'm being honest, I wasn't that great. I wasn't. I was okay.
Yeah.
I was okay. And then like I remember going into the space, they were doing sound check and the other band was sound checking, and I just heard the basses going off. I was like, oh my God. I was like, no, I can't do that.
But bass is one of those great instruments where you can play simply and consistently, and
it's true.
That's good as well.
Back then, I didn't really know that that no one's really listening to me as long as I play the root notes. Like it's cool. But then like Sam, she's making me play like straight ahead and stuff, and like there was like 15 songs I had to learn in like 2 days.
That's the best way to do it.
Oh, it's true. It's true though.
You've got to just get on with it and just put
true.
yourself in there and give yourself a deadline to work towards. And before you know it, you now know 15 songs.
Yeah, it's true though. It's so true.
Yeah. No, that's so cool. Now, let's talk about family. So, one half of your family is from Jamaica, one half of your family is from Sierra Leone. Yeah. How's that influenced you musically? And let's talk about
that. I think I'm only just now starting to really like embody those influences. So what started to influence me was, I'd listen to a lot of gospel music, obviously. That would include, Hillsong, you know about Hillsong and them ones there, and also like the African side. So there was the
a little something.
You know what I mean? So, that's like in me. Do you know what I mean? But absolutely. What I really started to listen to was neo soul when I was like 16-ish. And then, went on to Robert Gasper, and then it went into jazz, and I was like hooked on that for a really long time. And I still love it. It's a part of me, and I still want to study the music and indulge in that. But it was only recently, I guess, when I started listening to Highlife, I must have heard like one Highlife tune. I was like, oh, hold on a minute. I was like, yo, this
is something.
This is something. This right here is it. And obviously I grew up on hearing reggae in the house. And like, at one point I was like, bro, I've heard it a million times. I'm good. I don't need to play it. But
Highlife can really, it's interesting, and the rhythms are interesting.
Yeah. So then I started like I started exploring some more rhythmic things. Because hip hop can be very straight, neo soul can be very straight. Obviously there is with jazz fusion there's some
movement.
Movement there. But start experimenting with Highlife and Afro sounds and anything percussive. I'm really drawn to. But most recently I've actually been into dub. It's very random.
No, it's not at all, I mean, living in Ghana for many years, reggae is massive in Ghana. It's absolutely massive. And it's a natural combination of, African rhythms and reggae. It's a very natural thing. Absolutely. Yeah.
Real. So it's not something that I used to actually listen to, like, on my commutes and stuff. But it's only recently that I've only started listening to, like, reggae and dub and all that stuff. Although, I've heard it in the house times.
But now it's on your playlist.
Now it's like tunes that I want to listen to, not that my mum was blasting, That I found like some things that resonate with me. And
it's very, very cool.
Been into it.
So now talk to me about your experience with Tomorrow's Warriors and then this group Xambi that you were playing with. You said it's a group of friends that you got together and talk to me about that and styles of music and people you're playing with.
I'll start with Xambi. So we met at Orii Jam in Hackney Wick. And I think I met Malika there, Malika Kamare. And she one day just asked out of the blue, like, do you want to be in a band? I'm like, shit, all right. I was like, all right. I don't know who the hell I was meeting, but she was like, she invited us to a pirate studio. And we kind of just got together and we just put some ideas forward, and I don't know, we just had this like natural synergy, I guess.
That's how it happens. Yeah,
We had that natural synergy, and from there, I think it was 2022 that we started playing with each other. We started building and just playing, and we start taking up the bunch of little gigs here and there, community gigs and stuff, and just made sure to stay consistent with playing and doing sessions in the studio. And I recorded some of our tracks, actually, I forgot, at SAE. Or maybe I didn't, maybe it was another student who recorded it. But yeah, so we stay consistent, and all our personalities are so different.
Yeah, that's good.
Which is going to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been really interesting navigating our sound together, especially with all the changes that's happening now. Because Malaka's moved to Dubai.
Wow.
She was the singer, but she moved to Dubai to work. And so she's kind of been like doing the managing stuff and admin. And a drummer, he moved back to Lithuania. So kind of like depping the drummer. I'm surprised we're still going somehow. We're still getting gigs. But yeah, it's been a place where I can really just express myself and feel free to do so and, experiment.
Yeah. That's really cool. I mean, it's always about that music, with friends, and it's a communication between people, you know what I mean? And if you can find personalities that are slightly different, then you each bring something to the table, and that forms the magic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 5-way relationship.
Yeah. It's like the toughest marriage. being in a band is like the toughest marriage in the world, because nobody's ever happy, Yeah.
It's so real. I swear, actually, it's like a marriage. You got to consider everyone's feelings and stuff, and it's
tough. You got a budget.
But I love that we're all committed.
Yeah,
we're all committed to it, And I stay having a vision. I feel like having a vision is really important, or else I don't think we would have gotten as far as we've gotten.
You got to believe that you're doing something and it's going to go somewhere, and and having that belief can really be a great motivator, doing things. No, that's so cool.
And I learned that the name Xambi, I just named my bass that, like, on a whim.
Wow.
That's what we named the band after.
Fantastic.
I named my bass Xambi, and then my friend, she's Congolese, she's like, in Lingala, Zambe means God.
Hey,
so
there you go.
It's like the Most High.
Yeah.
And my other friend, Mira from Angola, I think both Bantu, she's like, also in one of her dad's language, it also means God.
There you go.
And I had no idea, even with the X as well. None of it was planned, but I was like, okay, there's some synchronicity there.
Yeah. That's how these things kind of just sort of come about, and then it means something, and all of a sudden you've got something to hold on to.
Yeah. And things kind of fall into place like that.
Yeah, that's very cool. Very, very cool. So now, I met you the first time when you wanted to record some saxophone, and our very good friend Mr. David Coyote was helping you out, and I was helping out as your engineer for the day. And I absolutely loved that song. I really, really did. I thought it was really, really great, and I cannot wait to hear the final version. And I know this is part of your solo work, I guess, that's coming out, and I know you have 2 EPs that are coming out. So talk to me about this work, and I know you're excited about it. So why 2 different EPs? We talked about this earlier. And what's going on with those? Yeah.
Okay, so the first EP I have coming, I'm working on, the Fadeaway EP. It's more like my older sound.
So neo soul.
Yeah, very much neo soul, very much produced, beat making, a lot of beats and a lot of electronic sounds, influenced some live sounds, and it's stuff that I've like kind of produced in my bedroom. Do you know what I mean? Started producing in my bedroom, and so this is like things that even started from when I was like 17 and like in college, just projects that I've put together that have like have a flow.
Yeah.
And my second EP that I'm putting out, Starlight. So the first one is more my older sound, and I want to put that out first.
Yeah, you want to get it out there?
Yeah, get it out there, because I feel like I need to clear up some space to be able to create some more.
Yeah, absolutely.
And with Starlight, It's more my recent sound, and it's a lot more live. I think it's just live.
So
live
the
instrumentation.
track that we worked on, that's for Starlight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live instrumentation. Yeah, more of a live feel. And I've had more people involved in that, so it's less of a solo project and more like involving other
collaborative
people.
album, yeah.
Yeah, collaborative album.
Yeah, very cool. I mean, from the very little that I've heard, I really think that you're onto something. I mean, not to pull up obvious comparisons, but Esperanza Spalding, female bass player, that's a very obvious comparison. But you do have a wonderful voice, and you do have some really great bass chops, but also a very good compositional elements within it. I remember there was a lot of really nice movement within that track. And I really do. I'm looking forward to hearing the whole thing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, fantastic. So, recent shows. I saw something on Instagram of you playing at the Jazz Cafe.
Yeah.
You talked about playing at King's Cross with Xambi.
Yep.
So, what's your life situation been like for the past couple of years, and what's coming up?
Past couple of years, I have been doing a lot of session work. Started with a lot of session work, playing for different people here, there, and everywhere. And I think it was through Xambi that I actually started to be able to like express some of my sound as well as our collective sound. I think, through Xambi was mainly where I could do that, and I had that freedom of expression, and whatever gigs we could get up paid or not, you know, I was happy to do them because I had that opportunity. And then I guess pivotal points, I got to start playing in house bands at jams and stuff. And playing at jams is really important to know how to play with people and to communicate without words, and just to know how to groove, like actually groove, you know. And I think Tomorrow's Warriors would be another very pivotal point. I'm probably skipping like a lot, but off the top of my head, Tomorrow's Warriors would be a very pivotal point as well, because that's where I started learning to play the upright, and that was like strictly, well, not strictly, but a lot of straight ahead. Obviously, we do some Brazilian music as well, Afro-Latin jazz and stuff, and we'd step in and out of other things, but a lot of straight ahead. And that also, the improv aspect, is something I've kind of been afraid to do.
Scary sometimes, yeah. And, you know, I know most of the Tomorrow's Warriors musicians are the best young jazz musicians in town, you know, and there's some wonderful people who have, you know, come from there, and there's some wonderful people who are definitely going to be coming from there. Yeah, so definitely. That's a real achievement, though, to be involved with those guys.
Yeah, they've been a great inspiration playing with just whoever was there. I'd only go on the Friday sessions, to be honest, and I would look forward to every time, because I never know who's showing up. But sometimes we just have these most pure and magical, very wholesome moments of just, you know, soloing, improving, and stepping out of your comfort zone. Being able to let go of fear, because I guess the soloing, you got to know your techniques, you got to know your vocabulary and all that stuff. But at the end, the most essential thing is letting go of fear.
Fear and anxiety. I can't remember who said it. Someone said it. It might have been someone like Erykah Badu. But fear and anxiety, and true artists are those who are able to let go of that fear and you know, and to not think about it, and to be bold enough to go forward without that fear. I know from my life and experience that I definitely have had that fear, you know, and there's some times in my life where I was held back by that. And I'm old now, I don't give a shit. but it's one of those things. That's a really great that's a great way to describe it, though, because it is true, and it's a great learning process and a great learning ground, you know. Yeah, that's fantastic. That really, really is, you know. So now, what do we got for the future?
Recording, finishing my EP, getting that out, because I've seen that, you know, kind of to I guess my approach. Obviously, some people will be gigging before getting gigs. I remember I guess I got kind of a bit traumatized because there was this one gig that I was about to do after my first release. I don't know if I should say the name or not. Maybe I should out them. But I'm about to be trolling. I can't lie, so maybe I shouldn't say the name. So yeah,
Someone.
they offered me a gig at this venue, this mysterious venue, and I was kind of like doing a lot of I mean, it's how it goes, isn't it? I was doing like
all the promo.
Yeah. As well as getting the music together, writing the scores and the rehearsals, organising this, organising that, and that, and that. And in the end, the gig didn't happen because it fell through, and they was like, "Oh, we haven't sold enough tickets, and we're gonna have to cancel if we didn't get this amount of tickets before the gig." I'm like, bruh, like, just
what have you done?
Do you know what I mean? What have you done, first of all? And like, people buy tickets on the day, a lot. And I didn't even care if like 10 people were there. I would have done the gig and put my heart.
Yeah, of course, because you worked towards it.
Yeah, man. I would have been happy to do the gig. We sold like 30 tickets. I would have been gassed to perform for 30 people. Do you know what I'm saying? So after that, I was like, yo, I'm actually not doing that ever again.
Experience like that makes you more independent. Yeah, because you're like, okay, I'm going to do this for me and make sure that your ducks in a row. Yeah.
I'm making sure I got my things in line, and if I'm offered a gig, I don't want to be doing all the promo. I've got too much things to think about. Like I'm not about to do all that. And if I get an opportunity to where we're sharing the promo things with you know, I've gotten some of those, but not for my own stuff. I think I would be open to doing organising my own event, my own gig later down the line.
Yeah, of course.
Once I have like some things to show for.
I think once you get the album done, then the showcase is obviously the next move forward.
Yeah. So I've been focusing on, ever since that, working at my craft, and I don't think I was ready either. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I was ready to do my songs justice, because I got a lot of songs, right? But in terms of my skill level and in terms of I still had a lot of fear to let go of. And I was like a bit anxious and tight. So on the day of the gig, I had a lot in my head, and I don't think I would have executed it the way that it should have been. And I want the message of the music to be pure and clear. And I want to be able to just be a complete open vessel and like clear of any fog and stuff flow, like that. It needs to flow, and I need to have the right people by my side too. The conditions have to be right, and I think God was like, nah, this ain't the time.
But it's all learning. It's all a learning experience, because even from that experience, you learn about what you do want and what you don't want.
Yeah.
And that is half the battle sometimes. You know? There's so much that can be learned from things that go wrong.
Very true.
And if you don't take those learning, lessons, which you have to take. And then move forward and make the things go right. You know?
Exactly that. I learned a lot. I learned a lot from that experience.
Now, half of your family is from Sierra Leone. What's been your experience with Sierra Leone? And we talked about this earlier.
Yeah. Man, I really want to go to Sierra Leone. I've not been to Sierra Leone yet. I've only had the only experience of Sierra Leone, I guess, would be church, because there'd be a lot of Sierra Leoneans in my church, and the food.
Of course.
So sweet. Do
you guys eat that checker?
No, I've not heard of that one yet.
It's more Côte d'Ivoire.
No, I don't think I've heard of that one. Cassava leaves, potato leaves, every type of leaf, peanut stew.
Yeah, of course. It's all same West Africa.
Yeah, pretty much. But Sierra Leone does it the best.
Oh, there you go.
I'm playing. I'm not really, but yeah.
Oh, Charlie, the Ghana Nigeria Jollof Wars will be a forever thing.
No, that's so real. Apparently, it's started in Senegal, though.
It did. It was the Wolof tribe in Senegal.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you know the funniest? Let me tell you a funny story.
What?
Jamie Oliver. Do you hear about Jamie Oliver made his version of jollof rice? It was the one time that all West Africans came together, and the funniest statement I ever saw. This was a statement on Facebook, and I read it and I cracked up. It goes, "Jamie, we love you, but stick to your chip and fish." It was the funniest thing I've ever read in my life. Yeah, he tried to jazz up jollof rice, and nobody was having it.
Stay in your lane. Stay in your
lane. I mean, we like you. Stay in your lane.
We love you, but stay there. Okay. There's nice. It's good. Good. Nice.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
But so yeah, you want to check it out one day. You want to get there one day.
I need to.
Yeah.
I need to. I feel like it would be like I'd have like a spiritual awakening once I go. I think, and especially for myself, you know.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, musically as well. I think once, like again, we were talking earlier on. So you would describe your sound as neo soul, jazz fusion, but I know that you've got a lot of Afro Fusion going on there, and that's a big influence. So did that come from music that you were listening to at home, or is that something that you've discovered for yourself growing?
I think it's a bit of both.
A little bit of both, yeah.
The first like proper Afro tune that I made, that I produced, probably would be when I was studying in uni, and it naturally flowed out of me. But at this time, like I hadn't been listening to any like African music, to be honest.
Yeah, it was just there.
It was just there. It was just there. So I was just going from whatever was in the ether, and I was listening to this. I'm like, I didn't know what to call it.
Yeah.
But then later on when I started listening to Highlife and I listened back to that tune, I was like, it sounds very similar.
This is kind of Highlife.
Because it wasn't Afro-Beat per se, because I know Afro-Beat is a whole different, Afro-Beats, is it?
Okay, there's Afro-Beats.
difference.
Afro-Beats with an S is the modern stuff. Afro-Beat is Fela Kuti, King Sunny Ade, Ebo Taylor. That's Afro-Beat. Because I like Afro-Beat, not Afro-Beats. I like Afro-Beats, but I more appreciate Afro-Beat.
I appreciate more Afro-Beat as well. I also do love Afro-Beats. So it had that, and so I think it's naturally also, I guess, from church, going to church and listening, you are the most high, you know what I'm saying? Listening to that church and dancing to it, grew into it. It was naturally in me, you know? And so I guess that was when it started to come out, and then I started listening to the more Highlife, and then eventually now I really want to
get really into it.
Get really into it. I'm ready to tap into that.
Yeah, very cool. No, I mean it's such a great. I mean, from my experience, I grew up playing funk and soul and that sort of whole side of things, and when I eventually went back to Ghana, and I ended up living there for a long time, but when I eventually went back, it was a complete revelation in terms of how I wrote music. Less chords, more rhythm. In fact, no chords. I've got one song. I've got one song on my last album. It's a 1-chord blues. It's 1 chord, and it's a 12/8 rhythm, and you don't even miss the other chords. You know what I mean? It's just got a little something, but it's all about the rhythm. And I had the great privilege of working with some really, really great co-producers, and they taught me, and I just learned and just took it all in. But I remember the first track that I had written and again, I don't know where this beat came from, and it was on a computer, so I was kind of putting it together, and it's cool, but I was like, I made that, and it's always a surprise, So it's lovely having these things within your soul, it really, really is, and I'm really, really curious to listen to what happens with that,
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Even though you're supposed to be asking a question.
Go for it.
So did you what music did you grow up listening to as well?
Good question. I mean, my mum's American, so I grew up listening to a lot of Motown, a lot of soul, a lot of jazz on that side, and then a little bit of Highlife here and there. My father was often traveling for business and stuff. My older sister, however, she was the one who was really Fela Kuti, King Sunny Ade, and Sun Ra and stuff like that, and a lot of Sly and the Family Stone and early Red Hot Chili Peppers when they were really, really weird. And so she really introduced me to a lot of that stuff, you know what I mean? And Fela was the big one, But up until the age of, I would say, 14, 15, I was maybe a little bit oblivious to it, and it was soul and funk and all that sort of going on. But yes, as I got a little bit older, 15, 16, some things were being smoked, and then I really got into it. But even my first bands were funk and soul bands. And it took me a long time to really get into African music.
Funk and soul bands. So around that time, 15, 16, you were here, right?
I was here, yeah.
Right,
yeah,
okay.
I'm going to age myself again. This was sort of mid to late 90s. So the whole acid jazz scene was happening. Yeah. And it was all popping off, and bands like Jamiroquai and the Brand New Heavies and Incognito, they were all people we looked up to. And yeah. So I'm old.
That's not the moral of the story.
Yes, moving quickly on, moving swiftly on. Yes. But now in England at the moment, there has been a really positive influence of African music that's happening and globally. And do you feel that in playing gigs, especially places like Orii Jam and with the guys from Tomorrow's Warriors and all that?
Yeah, definitely.
So, have you found that?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Places like Steam Down as well, like shout out. We play there occasionally with my girl Nandi. That's Steam Down is very like they bring together a lot of sounds of the diaspora. It feels like it's a melting pot. And London for sure is been a melting pot for
forever. You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And I love that. I guess I had to leave to actually appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to New Orleans last year.
Yeah.
Because, I wanted to listen to the music, enjoy the culture and stuff. And I guess my friend Gary had been saying, like, you need to... Because I would always be complaining about London. I'm like, I'm tired of this place, man. Like, I've had enough.
And he's like, no, you don't realize.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's from the US. So he's like, look, you need to leave and then come back. And so I left and come back. And I guess I can see what he's saying now. I can see what he's saying. Because places like the US... I'm not going to say the US, I'm going to say New Orleans because that's where I went.
It's very jazz and blues.
Yeah. It's very like, because they have their own culture, because a lot of them have the same lineage. A lot of them
Creole.
are coming from the same place. Whereas in London, everyone is mixed mash. Everyone is from everywhere in terms of the diaspora as well. Like there's Nigerians, Ghanaians, blah blah blah, that and the third. And so the music that like fuses together is really interesting because you also have
Caribbean sounds, Jamaica and the reggae.
Yeah. And so what happens is like just so many things happen because the jazz, the funk, soul were heavily influenced by that Afro-Beat and then the reggae and when it comes together, it's like, whoa.
Yeah. No, I've always said that London's... I was talking about this actually on an episode with someone else, that the UK, let's say 30 years ago, really had the Jamaican influence. Now the African influence is really coming
taking over,
everything. Yeah. But the Jamaican thing is always the foundation kind of thing that's been there. And now we really do have an amazing sound that's emerging. And I think that we're lucky in the UK because we have so many people who have different influences from everywhere. And now this African influence is becoming a very globally respected and desired thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm a heavily agree on that one.
Yeah. Like, it's very cool.
It's really in the forefront these days.
Yeah.
It's really in the forefront.
Yeah, that's very, very cool. Yeah. No, so now you're half Jamaican, half Sierra Leonean. Now that's like the best mix ever, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. Look, I can be very proud.
Yeah.
I can be very proud. The Jamaican side, I've been to Jamaica once.
Yeah.
I'm planning to go to Jamaica next year, early next year, and I want to just sit in the space for a minute and like really connect with that side of myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I want to go to places like Maroontown, which is if I'm not correct, then yikes. But I think a lot of Ghanaians.
There's a lot of Ghanaians. Yeah.
People Ghanaian ancestry.
I mean,
rooting for.
I'd say Ghana is the second home of reggae. You know, Rita Marley's been living there for like 30, 40 years.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she's lived there for years. Yeah. And
Fair.
all the Jamaican artists come through Ghana to do shows at least, you know, show some love. And a lot of the Ghanaian artists who are into dancehall and reggae, of course, they're you know, pilgrimages to go to Jamaica. So it makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
It really does. I'd love to go there. I'd love to just really tap into the nature as well, and to
Get out of London for a little
get out of London, of course, medicines, all that stuff, and explore who I am in that capacity.
Yeah, and that's what it's about. It really is.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't know that you had spent time in New Orleans, though. Now, that's an interesting city. So how long were you there for, and what did you get up to? Yeah.
I was there for about a month and a half, and I was outside, man.
It's a street party, isn't it?
Yeah. I was outside.
I've never been. I must admit, I've never been.
Oh, you have to go. I think you'd really love it.
I'd love it. I know.
You actually would. Yeah. You might not come back either. Yeah. So I was there. I went to see a lot of live music, of course. How could I not?
Yeah.
I ate a lot of beignets.
Yeah.
Man, I love the beignets. Can't lie to you. Went to see Congo Square. I went to the drum circles that happen there on Sundays. That was one of my most favorite moments.
Very cool. Yeah.
Obviously, it's the most Africanized city in the US, and so, you know, they've kept a lot of. They have a lot of West African tradition that I recognize.
Some weird religious things going on.
Yeah.
A little bit of juju
and things there.
Yeah.
And I felt very at home there.
Yeah.
Like I just with the people, man, I was just like, yo, I love being around black people, man. I call them my people. Of course, we're from different places, but I just know that these people are my people, man.
Yeah, of course,
and like, it's just the whole city resonated with me, man. The whole city resonated with me, and I feel like I always say, like, I feel like New Orleans, she had a way of talking to me and inspiring me and taking me into places where I needed to be, and I felt very in touch with myself when I was there.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was very free to express myself.
Yeah. My older brother's been lots. He lives in the States, and I've never been, and he's like, that's my city. Yeah. And he always makes excuses to travel through New Orleans when he goes on work trips. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go via New Orleans. I'll get there on Thursday, but I'll go via, you know, official work business, you know?
It's one of them places. I did a lot of busking there too.
Yeah,
I was busking in the streets, and feeling out the spirit of the city is very it's got two sides. There's a duality, of course. Very much a lot of darkness, a lot of dark side, of course, and a very bright and light and inspiring, beautiful side. But you know, they all coincide to make it what it is. You know, and so, you know, it's not all glitz and glam. Any places, no places glitz and glam. So, but I was really contemplating to live there, and I might do, but I feel like I've got unfinished business.
Yeah.
In London.
Yeah.
One thing I've been recently contemplating. I've been doing a lot of my research on been doing some on Pan-Africanism and some on just African history in general.
Yeah.
And I'm like coming to terms with the fact that, you know, like I guess music is the gateway that which I can actually I feel like I've got like travel the world, but I feel like I've got like a deeper purpose which I'm still kind of navigating. But as I'm like doing my studies on like, you know, Pan-African, on my history, and you know, I'm looking at today where like we are as Africans, I'm like, yo, gays, like we have to
Make some waves.
You've got to make some waves, and I want to find a way to be part of that, especially in terms of the not with music. I think music is the gateway to how I can get there.
Tell your story, and tell the story of others, and
exactly. And but you know, in terms of us, you know, music is like the way to really put us at the forefront and let people know that we're here and we are a powerful people
and doing very positive things.
Doing positive things.
Yeah, absolutely.
And through that, I feel like it really unites us as a diaspora, and it's always been political music. In that way, especially for us Black music in particular. It's always been
protest, it's been commentary, it's been standing up for oneself, and strength, to show strength as well. A big show of strength, whether you are in America or in Africa or in the UK. Black music has always been that way, and may it forever be that way.
It will. It's just got that. It's just on that frequency. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I really look forward to hearing what you've got coming up. I really, really do. We'll make sure that everybody has their links in your bio so they can check out your music. Is there anything else that you wanted to mention about anything that you're up to? You think we've covered everything?
Pretty much.
So the new EP, Starlight
and Fade Away. And I've got a few singles that I want to release amongst them. And it's hard to kind of box my sound. You can say neo soul and Afro fusion, but man, you're gonna be hearing all types of stuff from me. I can't lie.
I look forward.
I really can't be
pigeonholed.
I can't be pigeonholed. I can't be boxed in. You know. Also wanted to randomly mention that I started planting some stuff, which I'm really happy about.
Very nice.
And I kind of have this idea to hopefully be able to like bring a community together in more ways than just music, with music involved, but maybe to, you know, have like a community hub, something that I'd seen in New Orleans. Probably have some specks of it here too. But there was a center that
planted fruits and veg and had a whole thing going on.
Yeah, they had a whole thing going on. I'm like, I want to do that here.
Yeah, why not?
They had like agriculture, music, and fashion in one place.
Yeah, of course.
Material Institute, and they had events there. And I think that would be
really cool.
A really cool endeavor.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Yeah. Lovely. Well, thank you so much for coming through. You know, it's been a real pleasure to talk, and I'm really glad that you've had the platform to be able to tell people what you're up to. And hopefully I will hear from you soon.
Definitely.
And we will make sure that everybody can have some links to listen to the music.
For sure.
Thank you so much for coming through.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Nice.